this is MD Anderson recording again from the motorhome studios. This last week I kind of got bored with the way the motorhome was, so I rearranged. So you'll notice the background is a little bit different than it used to be. I want to see if I like it or not. There's not much to really maneuver in a 30-foot motorhome. The couches were this way and I made them this way instead. So we'll see how that works out for today. As I announced last week with the new book that will be published here soon, The Mans, the Dragons, the Gods. Originally last week when I started to promote this book, it was only like 56 pages, and I'm now at 70. Every time I edit something, I always find a new way to add something exciting, a new little twist, a new grammatical change, or information that should be there that I thought was there. So it keeps getting a little bit bigger. I was hoping to have had that out on Amazon and Kindle this week, but definitely for sure for next week that it will be available. This one has a lot of story, background history as to why the world is the way it is, how the dragons were created by the gods and what the purpose of them was. And last week I also said if you have any talents or goals, anything that you've worked towards, I would love you to send those in to me, tell you about your progress. And if I have any feedback as well, I would love to share and help. I believe that we are given education and experiences to help each other. If you just want to bounce an idea, I will do my best to get back with you as quickly as I can and see if my information can help you out as well. Which now brings me into another little topic. A few weeks ago, I was given a friend request on Facebook. I really didn't know who she was, but if people want to be my friend, I usually say, okay, that's cool, I'll be a friend. And then I start seeing her posts come up, and her family have started a new business. So, of course, the whole reason to invite me to be a friend was to promote their business. And then as soon as I say, okay, I'll be your friend, like, well, will you like my business page? So, all right, okay, I'll like your business page. I mean, as well, I want people to like my business page or the Dragonville pages or the Winter Pigs pages. So it's only fair and polite. So I start following it. When I started following their business page, they hadn't quite opened up their business. I'll admit that I'm not a smoker and I'm not a vapor cigarette kind of user, so their product honestly isn't something I would personally buy. It's not a demographic for me, but I quite admired the posts that they were putting up, talking about how they were trying to get the business going, what it's been taking for them to get going, and some of the problems that hit you and the problems that how they overcame them. Starting a business, there are so many different aspects. I've done it a couple times, had my own gymnastics club, different places, and every time you go to a new place, it's a different story. So today I decided, hey, you know what, it's not too far away, I'll go give Red Vapor a visit. And what I liked was the way that they've worked with each other to make things go. So I was really interested to find out what their problems were. So I really did enjoy meeting them, their little children, just a couple infants, not even toddlers yet. So they are working hard to bring a dream come about. And what I liked most about them, they were smokers and they didn't want to be smokers. So they tried all these different products, different things to help them wean themselves off being a smoker. Then they came across these vapor cigarettes. Like I said, it's something I personally don't do, but to them, they found something that they loved. Something that helped them. It improved them and themselves. It made them feel better about who they were and that they were getting closer to a goal of their own on a personal level. So they said, we've liked it so much, we want to start our own business because we believe it's a great product. From there, I think that ambition is going to take them very far. Of course, when I went in there, they've only been open like a week or two at the most. And so I can see that there's still things to be set up, a lot of trial and error that's going to go through. But I was really impressed with how much forethought, how much idea they had put into it, backed up with that determination. I do hope that they have great progress and that they can continue to make themselves feel better in helping other people. Because to them, they truly believe that they are helping other people with this product. Now, to switch topics, I have wanted to take apart my little... This is a security system that I had in my gyms. I've had it in like 3 or 4 different locations. And I had this on Craigslist, trying to sell it for the last little while to help make a little bit of extra money. I didn't need it because I didn't have a business anymore. But I noticed that it has a 12-volt input. And I was thinking on the Fiero project that I've always wanted to have a monitor in the screen and not have the rear view mirrors. So I would like to replace the mirrors with cameras and then have the monitor in the dash. That way I can have a cooler car. At least to me it's cooler. And then I saw this, I thought, hey, this is perfect, exactly what I want. So if I want to look at the left, I just push a button, look to the right, all the other stuff. So it's all pre-programmed, so I just get to tear this thing apart and see what we can do. It also has a hard drive in it, so I can record where I'm going, what I've done. So if I hit something on the road, I can see what it was later. And I just think it would be really neat to be able to monitor the vehicle in a little bit different way. So let's tear this apart and see what we got. I've had to take it apart a couple times. I actually got this as a whatever you want to call it, it's a non-OEM kind of product, so there's no name brand on this. Now I had a lot of people interested with it on Craigslist, but because it was a no name, they couldn't really do any research on it. So if I can get the screws off. And this also has Ethernet capabilities. And with the Arduino, I can add what's an Ethernet shield on top of it. So I can technically have this talking to my car, to the Arduino. And then if I hook up a Wi-Fi or some kind of cell phone unit into the car, I would actually be able to control the car and see what it's doing through the cameras, if I choose to set it up that way. Let's see if I can even take the thing apart. It has issues. Oh, I have issues. There's another screw. Of course. So I haven't been able to do all as much with the Fiero, but this is what I've got in here, so I'm going to have fun tearing this apart. And I actually still have a hard drive still in there, so I just need to unlock it. Hard drive slides out, and I will be able to record like a week's worth of straight data. So 500 gigs in this SATA drive. And so I'm just going to take it out of the case, mount it into the Fiero somehow. I'm obviously going to have to create new wires and extensions from the dashboard to the main computer parts. And this is going to be a lot of fun. So I'm using parts I already have to go onto the car. Like I said, I bought the car for $200. It came with the 2 engines. I didn't get to sell them the engines as quickly as I wanted to on Craigslist. So I just ended up taking it over to a recycle yard. And I still got $100 out of it. So right now I'm technically only $100 into the car. So, I did buy like a cherry picker, but I went and sold it for almost the exact same price, just like $10, $15 cheaper than what I bought it for. So I was able to return that. Basically, I considered that rent on a piece of equipment. So that was nice. And it's got all these inputs, outputs. I can intertwine those with the Arduino, like I said, and we'll go from there. So as I work on it, I'll record it, show it to you guys. I love the Fiero project, even though people think, oh, it's an author. Why is he working on this electronic car? As you get to know more about the Dragonville series, it is about trial and error. It is about progression. It is about learning, experiencing. In book 2, Dragons versus Men, which hasn't been published yet, I'm not done writing it. I've written a line for Sliverballs, where Guy is saying, do you think this is going to work? And Sliverballs replies, hell no, but the reason for failure isn't because I didn't try. So I'm not saying I'm going to be successful in building my own motor, as I've been talking about in the previous ones, but I'm going to try. And I have learned a lot already. I didn't know what Arduino was. I didn't know all these math formulas for creating electricity, current, step-up transformers, step-down transformers, MOSFETs, all these different things, resistors, how they actually work, how they're calculated. It's been a lot of fun, and it's been interesting. So I'm intending and expecting to make a lot of mistakes, a lot of errors on the way. As well, this past week, I've been able to get a little bit more done on the Dragon Eye seminars. I'm getting very excited. I have all these ideas, all these things I want to say and teach to people about how they can help themselves, what they can do to improve themselves. So I'm hoping that everything I do is something that you can relate to in how to work and overcome these obstacles and actually aim for these obstacles so you can have the opportunity to fight for them, to learn from them. So, with all that said, I hope everyone has another great week.